Hello everyone. Today we will start our journey to discover the impressive story of the king crab, a giant crustacean that is invading the shores of Europe. Let's find out how they got here, what impact they have on the ecosystem, and what awaits us ahead, at the end of the world. Where the calm sea seems motionless. Where the sky and the water merge in the bitter cold of the Arctic. An invader is quietly rising. Without guns, without roars, but powerful enough to collapse entire ecosystems that have existed for millennia. He doesn't come alone. He comes in packs, millions of people, and he doesn't just eat. He sweeps. He suffocates. He wipes out other species. The king crab has the following main components. Carapace, hard chitin calcium layer, with spines protecting the cephalothorax. Head thoracic, contains the brain, heart, stomach, 2 compound eyes on the stalk, crawling legs, 5 pairs. The front pair becomes large chelipeds for catching prey and self-defense. Abdomen, 6 segments, folded under the chest. Females use it to hold eggs. Swimming legs, 5 pairs of pleopods, fan water for respiration. Hold eggs. Gills, located in the gill cavity, receive water thanks to the pleopods. Digestive system, mouth with crushing jaws. Stomach with gears that grind food. Open circulatory system and nervous system, hemolymph circulates in the cavity, chain of ganglia controls organs. Sensory antennae, antennules, antennae smell, taste, feel water flow. These characteristics help the king crab adapt well to the cold marine environment, move flexibly and hunt effectively. He king crab, Paralithodes kamchaticus, is distributed along the North Pacific coast and neighboring seas, but is most densely concentrated in Bristol Bay and the Kodiak Islands, Alaska, USA. These are the 2 busiest king fishing centers, with the largest number of individuals and the highest density in the Bering Sea region. West Kamchatka, Russia, of the 7 subpopulations in Asian waters. The West Kamchatka group is recorded as the largest. In summary, although appearing from British Columbia, Canada, to Japan and Kamchatka. But if considering the largest density, the Bristol Kodiak Bay in Alaska must be mentioned next to West Kamchatka on the Eurasian coast. Within 10 years, the king crabs began to multiply rapidly. They slowly spread across the entire Barents Sea, crossing the Norwegian border, following the fjords, like red armies in the deep sea. I had never seen such a large animal. It's as big as a small chair. King crabs are apex predators. They can smell the water, detect prey buried deep in the mud. They pick up, break, and crush prey with their razor-sharp teeth. Every day, an adult crab can eat 2 to 3 marine creatures. A school of thousands, imagine. Fishermen don't catch king crabs by hand or net like regular fish. Instead, they use specialized traps, large, heavy iron cages designed with a one-way entrance. Inside, fishermen place attractive baits such as cod heads, herring, or small fish with a fishy smell, attracting the crabs with their extremely sensitive sense of smell. Once inside, the crabs have almost no chance of escaping. These cages are lowered to the bottom of the deep sea, where king crabs live in cold water all year round. After 12 to 24 hours, fishermen use a hydraulic winch system to pull each one out cages. Each time, they collect dozens of bright red crabs, some weighing up to 7 to 10 kilograms, looking like living treasures from the ocean floor. However, not all crabs are kept. Only mature males of the required size are allowed to be brought back to port. If they are female crabs, especially those carrying eggs, fishermen are forced to release them back into the sea. This is a mandatory regulation to protect the natural reproductive ability of this species, and also a way to protect the future of the crab industry for the fishermen themselves. In Norway, most fishermen use small boats. Less than 15 meters long, compact enough to navigate the fjords where king crabs often gather. Without industrial processing ships like in Alaska, fishermen here catch during the day and transport live crabs to port, releasing them into cold water tanks with oxygen to keep the crabs fresh and healthy until they are exported. This is one of the clearest proofs that fishermen do not only know how to exploit natural resources, marine resources, but also know how to live together and regulate with the invasive species in a reasonable, sustainable, and long-term beneficial way for both the environment and livelihoods. King crab production process at the factory. Each batch of fresh king crab upon arrival at the factory is received and strictly processed from the very first stage, ensuring quality, freshness and food safety. First, the crabs are checked for size, vitality and water samples for impurities, then kept in a cool seawater circulation tank or a 0 to 2 degrees Celsius cold chamber. The crabs are then washed with a low-pressure jet and quickly blanched in boiling water, 95 to 100 degrees Celsius, or steamed, 95 degrees Celsius, for 5 to 9 minutes until the shell turns deep red and the meat is firm, before being immediately cooled in an ice tank to lock in freshness. At the separation and peeling stage, the factory is flexible between keeping the crab whole, separating the claws, separating the joints or peeling the meat, then inspecting the quality, removing products that do not meet the standards in size, structure or freshness. Qualified products are pre-packaged into trays, vacuum bags or map packaging, then quickly frozen using IQF technology, -35 degrees Celsius, or block freezing, -30 degrees Celsius, to preserve shape and quality, before being stored at -18 degrees Celsius according to the FIFO principle. Finally, each batch of king crab is fully labeled with production date, expiry date and storage instructions, packed in insulated boxes with dry ice, ready to ship in a cold chain that complies with HACCP and ISO 22000 standards. Irresistible delicacies from king crab, from the natural sweetness of crab meat to the rich butter and garlic flavor, taking you to the pinnacle of seafood cuisine. Hopefully you have more ideas to turn your kitchen into a luxury restaurant. If you like this video, don't forget to click like, leave a comment to share your feelings, and especially click subscribe to the channel with the notification bell so you don't miss the next attractive recipes. See you in the next video, and wish you delicious meals.